afterwards, we were on kind of a break, and he passed me in the hall, and he was like, "I like what you're doing." And I was like, "Great, that's amazing." And I took a picture, I nerded out. I was like, "Can we get a selfie together?" So we did a selfie. And then the next time I was at a Comic-Con, and he was signing, and he sets up this entire like living room behind where he signs. So when he takes a break, he sits there and he's got like Orange Crush and all these different things that he loves to have. And I was like, "I met you before." I walked back and I said, "I met you before. I'm the guy who plays Dr. Doom on Avengers." And he was like, "You're my favorite." So he was like really nice, and probably says that to all the Dr. Dooms, but that's been one of his favorite characters. So I was just like totally geeking out and like trying to not fanboy totally for him, but it was great. It was really fun. He was really super nice. We got a bunch of pictures and hung out for a while in his little backstage area.
I have a question. Can you do a Columbo impression? I have a theory, and I want to test it.
That's a very nice pantsuit you've got there.
See? Okay. I have a theory that Stan Lee and Columbo are secretly the same person. Because everyone's impression of both.
Sounds like Columbo, right?
Yeah.
Although
Stan Lee
one more comic hero.
Stan Lee does a lot more of like a, "You're the best." He's got a little bit of that Jimmy Durante thing from Days Gone By,
Yeah.
You, speaking of superheroes, I'm a big escape room person. Have y'all ever done an
We
escape
did
room?
some together.
Yeah.
Really?
Nicolas and I
excellent.
did the same.
I do like 2 a month. I'm like a fanatic. But you did a Batman escape room.
We did.
Yeah,
Nicolas
yeah?
was
What'd you
with-
think
he was
about
with
it?
us. That was really fun. We were really lucky because it was my first escape room because I hadn't done any before. And we had some people that were like seasoned escape room people who knew how to do it. We would have been in there like in the first room for like an hour had we not had the people who knew what they were doing.
Lex and I provided like the basic knowledge, and then we had the people that were actually really intelligent that figured out the tough stuff for us. But it was fun. It was, you try to, what was it? You were training to be part of Batman's team, and so
you were like
had
Robin.
to escape the Bat Cave.
Oh, that sounds very fun.
But it was cool. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Jujutsu Kaisen room next? Question mark. You
That would be cool.
That would be
They gotta
very
make
cool.
one, yeah.
You gotta learn how to use cursed energy or something. All right, let's go to Kayleigh. Yeah. You've how many cons have you done? Have you done a bunch, or is this pretty new?
There's no way I could count. I don't know. I mean, yes, I'm pretty new at this, but like it's been a lot, and I'm so grateful for it.
I've talked to a few guests now, and they always seem to have interesting stories about signings. Anyone can answer this, I guess, but have you ever signed anything particularly interesting? Has someone brought you an item, or a guest earlier said they signed a nipple? Like,
I was immensely flattered. It's not as strange as a nipple, but just yesterday I signed somebody's wedding photo, which is so sweet. Yeah, and I love every time somebody brings me fight sticks, because I'm in Guilty Gear. So like their boxes that they play tournaments with, they come to me to get it signed, and so I just wonder how many horrible defeats have been at the hand of a box with my signature on it.
that's great.
I signed a chainsaw. I played Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game.
Like a full size.
It was a full chainsaw, like one that worked. And I was like, "Don't turn that on."
How'd they get that in?
Have any of you guys done a baby?
I'm sorry?
So my
Signed a baby?
Yeah, my first ever. Sorry, that was ambiguously worded. Yeah, no, my first ever con. Someone comes up with their baby and it's like, "Will you sign this?" And I didn't know you could say no to things, so I was like, "Sure." Yeah. Well, so then the next day, the mom comes with the baby, and she's pissed at me. And I was like, "Ma'am, I was a passive part of this process. Please take it up with your husband."
That's got to be like Child Protective Services, something.
I signed a Dr. Neo Cortex tattoo, and then the guy came back the next day with my signature tattooed. And I was like, "Why did you do that? You're going to look back at that later and say no."
Just
There was
yesterday. Sorry.
No, yeah.
Yesterday, me and the cast of one of my games, Apex Legends, we all went out and signed the dashboard of this couple's cars. They have like super modded out cars. They're all wrapped, and so they want us to all sign the dashboard. I was like, when you go to resell this thing, I don't know if this paint's gonna come off. But they're like, we're never selling these cars. So.
Well, there was a dude yesterday with a whole sleeve and shoulder of cartoon and anime tattoos with signatures for as many of the characters as he could. Yeah, like his whole arm signatures.
I signed a ramen bowl not too long ago also, because I played Teiuchi, the ramen guy in Naruto.
Wow, I'm so glad I asked that question. We got babies, we got ramen bowls, cars. All right. Nicolas, so you just mentioned Apex Legends. So you play Octane in Apex Legends and Echo 216 in Halo?
Halo, yeah.
Yeah. Do you play any video games?
I don't, man. I'm terrible. I got sent a brand new Halo Edition Xbox after Microsoft sent one to me right after I finished Halo Infinite, and man, I was so excited to get on there and like finally learn how to play games again, because I stopped at about like Super Nintendo 16-bit, I believe, was where I stopped. And man, I gave it a good 3 days, maybe 2-3 hours a day, and it was just like, I'm out. This scene has surpassed me. I'm out of it. So I literally have not powered on that Xbox in like 2 years, or a year and a half, however long it's been. I'm not good, man. What I do love is pinball, and I collect some pinball machines as well.
What kind do you got?
I've got Halloween Michael Myers,
Sick.
Spooky Pinball, made it a few years ago, and then I bought the 1994 Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger edition.
So you're a big horror movie guy?
Yeah, I'm a horror movie guy. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Like newer franchises, I love the Insidious franchise.
Yeah.
Old school franchises, I love all of the classics, man. I love all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I love all the Halloweens. I love the Exorcist, that whole scene as well. I mean, there's not too many I don't like. I even like some of the campy stuff, like Toxic Avenger and those kind of, those 80s genre, Ghoulies. But yeah, I'd say like probably my favorite franchise is the Halloween franchise. If I had to pick.
I'm a big Michael Myers guy. He's a perfect Halloween villain. He is. He doesn't care. He's just gonna kill you.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite horror movie tie-in song, and why is it Dream Warriors by Dokken?
Oh my God, dude, I actually themed my Freddy pinball specifically Dream Warriors. So I had somebody create like a Dream Warriors logo for it and everything, and put it on top as a topper. I love Dokken, man. It's funny you said that. Many of you guys probably don't know that's a 80s, 90s band that they did the theme song for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Yeah, great hair, great high vocal range, but yeah, good one, man. Good one. I love Dream Warriors.
Toji, I wanted to ask what you think. You can rank them, and you can all hop in on this. 1 through 10, how good of a dad do you think he is? Because he's kind of known for just like abandoning his kid, right?
He's got to be a 1 or 2, I guess, as a dad for sure. But he has that moment at the end there.
That moment, man, right at the end, yeah.
Where, given the man that he is, who doesn't even love himself,
right?
Where he has that slightly 10% tender moment out of his 90% being. 10% has that tenderness that's just like, your name's not Zenon? That makes me glad.
Nice.
Maybe that'll bump it up to a 2.
Yeah, terrible dad though, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Xander, one personal question, then I'll ask you a JJK question.
Yes.
You have a dog?
I do have a dog.
Tell us about your dog. You posted a lot about your dog. I wanted you to give a chance to brag about how awesome your dog is.
I do post a lot about my dog. It's better than having a personality. She started as a foster. I got her in June, and when I got her, she was a little terror, man. Like, well, I say little, she's 85 pounds. And yeah, like on her surrender paperwork, it was all like, oh yeah, no, she's potty trained. That was all untrue. So it was a long process of like teaching her how to, not shit inside. It's just been it was a lot of work, and it's been a lot of like just like building a system because she's also very anxious. She's on doggy Prozac. We take the same drugs. It's great.
What's her name?
What's her name? Her name's Nina.
Nina.
Yeah. So it was a lot of building like a stable environment where she feels comfortable, where she's not having like anxiety attacks a lot of the time. And so we get to October and the rescue, they're like, hey, we've got this big adoption event coming up and we really want to get Nina adopted out because, you know, like we need to make room for dogs to come in. The holidays are kind of rough. Unfortunately, you get a lot of dogs in shelters around that time. So they're a rescue. They want to take more dogs out of those shelters, which means they have to free up room. So they wanted to get her adopted out. And I was like, wait, but I don't know. She's kind of cool though. Like maybe it's fine if she like sticks around. I don't know. And they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna move her. And I was like, but like she needs her father. I texted you. What?
You did.
How's it going?
This is Allegra Clark.
Did you like just come here to brag about the
About
special
owning
grade cursed tool
Playful
Cloud?
Cloud?
The
Yeah.
weapon that I wielded better?
She's got the prop.
I do have the prop.
Hold on, what about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, the 3 official wielders are 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You just borrowed it.
And I made it look good.
Yeah, well, someone brought it by to have us sign it, and I was like, oh, are you gonna have Xander sign it too? Because Toto also uses it. And he was like, nah. So, flex.
I never crash her panels to brag about what people say they're not having her sign.
Okay,
Well,
well,
now you have
in
I'm
fairness.
just saying.
In-
Oh, wait, did I tell you what I was considering doing for Halloween this year? Okay, so, like, Toji is one of the easiest closet cosplays to do. If you own workout clothes, you probably have something that looks like his.
You just gotta get a giant purple thing.
So I was gonna do like a closet cosplay of him, but get a whiteboard and say, times resurrected. Gojo, 0. Nanami, 0. Toji, 1.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, would you wear it to the gym though?
100%, and
work out
I
together, by
would
the way.
not survive, I don't think.
No,
I think,
with that thing?
Yeah, no, I would die.
Do that on the treadmill.
I also eventually decided against it because like I think the internet would kill me for that. The
Real.
Gojo fans are rabid, bro.
Any Gojo fans in the audience? If you
How
want
do you
to,
know?
if you want to kill him, his booth is right over there.
Kill him with kindness.
Make my dog an
No.
orphan.
Just,
Do it.
just kill him regular. Just regular kill. I'm a very good friend. Yeah, I'm getting in a car at. No, I'm sharing with Lex. I'm getting in a car at 3:45, so I have to like pack up. But I wanted to come by and say hi. Yeah.
Well, introduce yourself, your name, your character.
Oh, hi, I guess. Hi, my name is Allegra Clark, and I am the voice actress for Maki Zenin and Kazumi Miwa.
Yeah.
I got one more question for Xander, and then we'll play a little game with everybody.
Oh, okay.
You're Toto,
Yes.
right? And one of the most famous things is best friends.
Yes.
And the way he determines his best friend is he always asks that question.
Right.
What is your, taste in women?
I don't know what you're talking about. Me and Yuji Itadori have always been best friends.
If you had to, if you got one question to ask someone before becoming their friend or their best friend, what do you think the question should be? What would you ask them? You can all answer if you'd like, but.
Oh man.
Do you like my dog?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
no.
that's
I show him a picture of Nina. What are your thoughts? Give me your honest opinion.
if you don't love her, you're a monster.
You're
I
out.
mean, but that's just true though.
That is true. That is true. I haven't met his dog yet, but I've seen all the pictures, and oh my God, show them the pictures.
She's so
Abby.
cute.
She's
Yeah, I've
so
seen her.
cute.
Oh, I've
She's
shown
amazing.
Lex. I'm that guy. But yeah, I'll absolutely pull him up.
That's me with my cat.
Okay, so I've got we got a few more minutes. We're gonna play a little game. I have you've kind of seen this in Matrix or memes where they hold out their hand and they have the red pill or the blue pill. I'm gonna give you two options and you all just have to decide which one you would rather go with. Some of these will be Jujutsu Kaisen related, and some of them will not be. So we'll start with JJK. The red pill or option one. These are different kinds of curse techniques that if you would want to use if you could. So the first one is curse speech. And then construction, which is making objects out of nothing, which is your sister.
My
I believe?
sister. That's
Yes.
my ability. Yeah.
Correct.
So that's the blue pill?
That's red pill. Yeah.
Oh,
And then-
wait.
And
They're
then
both
blue,
red pill?
No, red pill is curse speech and construction, and then blue pill is the reverse curse technique, so healing yourself basically, and then boogie woogie, the clap transportation.
Bro, blue pill all the way.
Just because of Boogie Woogie.
I mean, I yap way too much to ever have cursed speech.
Real.
All it takes for me is to like stub my toe and go,
Oh, yeah.
shit!
I
and
forgot,
then someone's
like-
having a very bad day.
Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to talk if you had curse
No.
technique. You would just say
Blue pill
sushi.
all the way. Blue
Yeah,
pill.
blue pill. Especially like the second, like you have a vocally stressful session, you're like, reverse technique, boom, infinite voiceover.
I assume blue pill for most people. Boogie Woogie is high on the list. Yes, and healing. Okay. Okay. This will test a little bit of your nerdy knowledge. I'm going to give you two. So red pill is, these are all schools, fictional schools that you would want to visit or attend. So the first one is Jujutsu High. Then we have UA High School from My Hero Academia, so all the quirks and those people. And then you have Xavier's School for Gifted Individuals, which is X-Men. So the X-Men Mansion. So that's one pill. The other pill is just Hogwarts.
It's just what?
Hogwarts.
Pill number 1.
Pill
Really?
number 1.
Really, Hogwarts is not carrying at all.
When we remove J.K. Rowling from Hogwarts, I will
Okay.
happily visit there.
Okay,
Yeah.
she is not at Hogwarts.
I'm kind of torn here because like it's tough. It's tough dealing with Harry Potter these days. Someone needs to take Twitter away from her. Oh my God. But
Twitter away.
yeah, true.
Real.
But the mortality rate at JJK and the Charles Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters is not great.
It's not great at Hogwarts either.
I mean, we're losing like one student a year.
true.
The question is, going to any of these schools, do you actually get powers to attend them with? Or am I just a human in either Hogwarts or UA getting my ass kicked? Like,
I guess it was just vacation as a human. Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Oh, then I'll be fine. If the Sentinels show up, yeah, Charles Xavier School. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, they're not after you. Yeah. Okay. Red pill, sushi and pizza. Blue pill, pasta and burgers.
That's tough.
I'm Italian American, so I have to go with the pasta.
So you're
But
going-
pizza,
Pizza's
Oh,
tough.
you
Sushi
put
and
the
pizza.
Italian shit.
sushi and pizza, damn it.
Oh.
I'm making it hard on purpose.
Why would you
Probably
do this
sushi
to
and
me?
pizza.
Why would you do this to me in particular? Oh no. The person who wasn't supposed to be here. I'll be contrary and I'll do the pasta.
Sushi only if you can make it safe for me because I'm allergic to shellfish, so there's so much cross-contamination.
Yes.
If it's perfect sushi that has no shellfish, I would eat sushi every night of my life. That has to be the universe's way of limiting my spending on sushi. I swear.
What do y'all
Domain
think?
expansion. Seafood allergy.
Authentic, clean seafood.
So next one is pretty simple. Red pill is just all TV shows, so that includes anime, and blue pill is all movies.
Blue pill.
You're picking blue pill, you're keeping movies. That's what I would do. But a lot of people love TV shows. What would y'all do? Y'all taking TV shows or movies?
I have to do red pill. The amount of content is just astronomically so much higher. And there's too many series that slowly build stories that make me sob in a way that I love movies so much, but in a way, a satisfaction that movies can't give me.
Yeah, I was thinking one way, and then I'm flip-flopping because it's, you can really get immersed in a show that keeps going, and especially like when you got Game of Thrones where they just keep you hanging in there so deep. But then you got movies that are so immersive as well, and I still love going to the theater. So man, I don't.
Why did I say that when I'm the main character of the movie?
You're gonna be in the show. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'll have to split both pills.
It's true.
man.
Yeah.
I think I would pick movies because I have more favorite movies than I have favorite TV shows. So I think that's the only reason why.
It's really tough. I'm also flip-flopping. I think I'm gonna go with movies just because, I don't know, man, the number of TV shows I watch where I'm like, this could have been an email. You know what I mean? Like, I think the art of the short story that is just self-contained by itself works is sort of dying right now. And I because of that, at this moment, I appreciate it more. But in 10 years, when it's swung the other way, and we're like, man, where did serialization go? I'll be on the TV show train.
Drew Gooden has a really amazing video. I don't know if any of you guys follow his stuff. It's called "Everyone's Trying to Waste Your Time," talking about a lot of TV shows and like Netflix documentaries and things like that, where it's just like this could have been like one self-contained, like hour-long thing, and instead they're stretching it into 4 episodes that don't need to be 4 episodes. So the fact that you said that really reminded me of that, and you should really watch that video.
Also, let's be real. No movies, we don't get Megalopolis, which means we don't get Adam Driver going,
Right.
So go back to the club. And I don't want to live in that world.
Oh, we don't get the Tombstone. Well, bye. Either. And
Clearly the best
that
I'll
lives
be
in
a
my head rent free.
Huckleberry. I'll be a Huckleberry.
Raise your hand for TV shows. TV shows, raise your hand. Wow, I thought it would be more.
Movies.
Movies, raise your hand.
There we go.
You know, it's pretty
kinda
split.
split.
It's pretty split.
Yeah.
Only Studio Ghibli movies. Raise your hand.
Oh, yeah. That's the
Nice.
thing. Movies do have Ghibli.
All right, I got one more. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Red pill is Netflix and Disney Plus. Blue pill is he's already picking. Blue pill is Max, so HBO Max, and Crunchyroll.
Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake is on Max.
Yes.
And Jujutsu Kaisen is on Crunchyroll, so I have to say those.
Woo.
Even though I'm on a bunch of Netflix anime.
Sold.
I am going
Yeah.
to abstain from both and request the return of physical media because Daddy wants residuals.
Individuals. That is a great answer.
I definitely, the green pill, the third option, is definitely not one that involves eye patches and tricorn hats.
I picked Green Pill, where I just watch YouTube videos indefinitely.
Yeah, I would pick YouTube over all that, I think.
Yeah, I love so many of the things on those platforms, but I also really love watching video essays, so.
More bubbles.
Bubbles! Bring them over here! Pull them over here!
Well, thank you guys so much for coming to the panel. Thank you guys so much. Are y'all going to be back at your booths? And
Yes, we're.
Well, I'm leaving, so sorry.
She's
She's
leaving, but
gone.
they go find them. And
I'll
they'll
be
be
here
right over
only
here.
for like
Say hi
another
to those
40
guys.
minutes.
We're going to take a group picture, so everyone stand up real quick. We'll
All
take a
right.
group picture and give them a round of applause, please.